The college basketball experience pregame show for Thursday night, January the 16th edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with that promo code, baby, TCESGPN, to get a 50% deposit up to $1,000. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience pregame show for Thursday night, January the 16th, America's #1 pregame show, baby. Thursday night, Thursday night's the big volume night. A lot of games, 60-plus games. We'll talk about as many as we can. Games tip it off. NJIT. That was pathetic.
I just bet the under on that one, and it was never in any danger.
We were winning at half. Just get blown out if you're not going to cover. But we got games tipping off now at 6 o'clock. It is, who was the 6 o'clock game? It was New Hampshire, UMBC, followed by Stony Brook, Delaware, Bellarmine, a.k.a. Bellarmine, taking on Lipscomb, West Georgia, Florida Gulf Coast, and Bryant, Albany, 6:30 games. Tip it off here in a little bit. But yeah, I have Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. I needed that. I need that after today's show or today's day. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But anyway, joining me to talk college hoops. First up, you guys know him over there at the Underdogs Fantasy Daily article over on SGPN. Hey, it's Cannabis Capper, a.k.a. CC. What's up, man?
Mac, it's good to be back. This is a fun night. I love these. We've had the heavyweights the last two. Now we get the mid majors to kind of take over. It changes up the. It's a different kind of cap, but it's fun nonetheless. I'm here for it.
Amen, baby. And third man, he's back, baby. Back, refreshed, bigger, better than ever, ready to rock and roll. He is the Big 12 guru. He's got family all across the Big 12, and he's green mowing, weed growing. Troy Tuning, what's up?
Well, not mowing too many greens right now.
No,
snow all over the ground. I don't know if the golf course is going to be open until the beginning of March. But, went down to Florida, got to play a bunch of rounds down there. They thought it was cold when it was about 50 degrees with the sun out, which was amazing. Nobody on the golf course, but got to get ourselves a nice fucking playoff win for the Redskins down there in Tampa, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. They're going to win again this weekend against
They're going to beat Detroit,
Phoenix.
too, yep.
Phoenix, sorry-ass Lions. Get this lion shit out of here. Hey, by the way, I touted as soon as I got in here with Troy, because Troy and I hadn't talked in. I mean, we've been texting this week, but 8-0 Big 12 plays for yours truly this week. Matt Dix, you should have bet West Virginia. They covered. Never in doubt. Catching 17, lose by 16. Never, did not cover. I think maybe actually for 30 seconds Houston covered. But West Virginia was the right side the entire night. Literally, they only did not cover for 30 seconds out of the game. But yeah, let's talk about what's your guys' thoughts on tonight, other than a lot of games.
Well, I mean, you did mention Bellarmine. Usually my go-to bet. I'm the only guy that likes to bet Bellarmine, but I would tell you to lay that 14.5 with Lipscomb tonight.
Cap, what do you got tonight?
I kind of like the Bellarmine side of that one. Plus 14.5 against Lipscomb.
I have 15.
On the road. That's a bit beefy, no?
I haven't been here in a while. I got room in my stomach for some big beef.
I guess
that's a good transition. You guys are making it easy on me. Let's get right into 6:30 games. That includes Bellarmine. 14.5 point underdogs now. Delaware laying 10.5 against Stony Brook. Albany, a little dog here, short home dog against Bryant. Bryant laying 3. West Georgia, Gulf Coast. Gulf Coast is laying 13.5. I think I'm on all 4 dogs.
That's got to be brand name. I mean, I don't know why. Here we go. 95% of the bets tonight are from Gulf Coast.
I was going to say, I can definitely get behind Albany.
I thought Bryant's so up and down. They're shit.
Yeah.
That line seemed kind of short to me, no? Only 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an Albany spot.
Clark, LOL. Diddy all-white party between Bellarmine and Lipscomb.
No. It's a lot of white.
Everybody in that game is excited for January 20th.
Yeah, they had to play this game on Thursday. Monday's a holiday, and not for Martin Luther King.
National championship, right?
Oh god!
Yeah,
we're gonna get canceled 10 minutes into the show.
They're all gonna have their red hats on Monday. Shout out to them, good citizens. Cap, maybe I'll join them. Cap, what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking I want to hold my powder and find a bit better slate. I kind of like, again, I don't trust, I don't trust any of these favorites, especially the ones laying the big numbers. Like West Georgia is not that bad. Why are they laying, why is FGCU laying 13 in that match? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'll jump on West Georgia there.
You want to parlay all 4 dogs?
Would I be crazy to sprinkle the money line with West Georgia?
No, I'm telling you, dude. I got that voodoo number the other night when the DraftKings laid the bad number of Gulf Coast +3 against Central Arkansas at home. I thought they weren't going to cover for like a lot of that game. I thought Central Arkansas was going to find a way. How many times have we seen Gulf Coast lay eggs as big favorites?
Especially when when they're super public like this. I mean, I guess it goes to show, like, one March run and you're good for 20 years.
Yeah.
I kind of like the money line play with West Georgia. That just seems ballsy enough to work.
We should parlay Stony Brook +10.5, Albany +3, Bellarmine +14.5, and West Georgia +13.
All the dogs?
All the dogs. 6:30 dogs. Early dog. Get over to your early dog. I'm getting over there while we're doing that.
Let's do it. I'm locking this in now.
I am kind of worried about that Stony Brook Delaware one.
Oh, I love Stony Brook. Delaware's got a lot of Gulf Coast in them. They're fool's gold. They're phony. The Blue Hens. Delaware's a phony state too. So yeah, definitely. Let's go Stony Brook. All right, let's talk about SGPN promo, baby. Instant access to all our free picks and podcasts, baby. Get on over there and get it down today. We're also brought to you by DraftKings. If you want to bet on that 6:30 dog parlay, tip it off here in 17 minutes. Get over there and get down on the action over at DraftKings. They got college football. We got a national championship that I think will probably be boring, like it always is. We got the NFL playoffs. Get over there. And we got college basketball all freaking winter long into the spring. Get on over there. Download the DraftKings app. New customers get bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus cash, and that
Gambling
is
problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
It's impressive. Really, the more and more I listen to that guy, you really can read in that. I'll tell you who else can read in that. I can read the Underdog Fantasy ad. I love this ad, and I love Underdog Fantasy. So get on over there. The promo code CAP is to your right ear. Which one's your right ear? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not
TCE.
again. It's like a reverse negative in the screen I have. So it looks like it should be over there, but it's over here. Anyways, over here.
TCE SGPN, baby. To claim your special make first time deposit offer up to $1,000. That is bonus cash underdog fantasy. Promo code TCE SGPN. Cap. Let's go to the article. The
Okay.
floor is yours.
All right. I went
Let's
2 and
get
1
you
on
double
plays
up
last night. RJ Davis choked big time last night for me, but it just means we're winning tonight. Favorite play of tonight.
Other than that
Okay.
dog parlay at 6:30.
Other than the dog parlay at 6:30. Sorry, I felt it didn't need to be said, but I'm going to take you to Washington State visiting San Diego tonight. Lawan Watts. His rebound total is only 8.5. I think he's going to go higher. San Diego is one of the worst rebounding teams in the country. There's going to be a lot of glass to clean up for him. Believe it or not, he averages 9 rebounds per game on the road this year. He's only getting 8.5. That tells me that underdog fantasy might not be watching these Washington State games. So let's go higher on Lawan Watts rebounds, higher than 8.5.
Beautiful. Love it. Troy, where you going?
I'm going with a pretty plain one here in this Maryland Northwestern matchup. I'm just going with Derek Queen higher than 7.5 rebounds. He averages that, and I feel like he's going to be able to grab pretty easy rebounds against this Northwestern team.
Love it. Number 2, back to Cap for legger number 3 here.
All right, my second favorite play. I'm going to take you to Michigan heading to Minnesota. We're going to go with Vlad Golden going higher than 7.5 rebounds and assists. He enters this game averaging 6.3 boards and 1.7 assists per game on the road. Minnesota is not a great rebounding team. They're not a great defensive team, period. So this is a fantastic spot, and I like the number for Vlad. I ride with Noah, and I ride with Vlad higher than 7.5 rebounds plus assists.
Minnesota money line. Next, Troy, leg number 4.
Leg number 4, and what I think we'll probably cover later, but this seems like Gonzaga is going to dog walk Oregon State in Corvallis. I'm going with Ryan Nembhard higher than 8.5 assists. An assist machine, and when that offense gets running, he just kind of distributes to everybody. So if you really want to, you can take that one down to 7.5 if you think maybe they get subbed out of the game and it's a big lead late or something like that. But I feel pretty confident in the 8.5.
The number I liked for him was, I think they said his threes at 0.5.
Yeah, half a 3.
Half a 3. So all he has to do is make 1 3.
We can do that instead. Let's do that instead because Cap is the underdog master. So.
I wish that was the case.
Underdog Guru. And get on over there, Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN, everybody. All righty. Let's get on over to the 7 o'clock window, which has 1,000 zillion bazillion games. Let's where do we want to lead it off? Let's lead it off in the AAC. Let's go to Philly. Philly guards are going to be out there. We got Memphis at Temple.
Oh, God.
We're going to have a rigged game here. The line has been skyrocketing down here, down to 7. That's Temple alive in this game, man. Temple's got good guards. Memphis is due for one of these dropping games that they shouldn't lose. Got lucky on Saturday against ECU at home. I think this is a tricky spot here in Philly where the dogs have been barking. LaSalle last night led the way.
This is super public. Penny is a big road favorite. Not as big as he was last night, but still a big road favorite. I don't know if Temple wins this outright, but I think they definitely keep it within the number. It's probably it comes down to like a 2-possession game. Give me Temple plus the 7. Easy money.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a part of helping move this line down because right before the show, I got it at 7.5, and now it's at 6.5. And
there you go.
I feel like it might even get down to 5.5. I do think Temple stays in this game. Again, I kind of agree with Cap. I don't know if this is an outright money line dog play here, but like a 2 or 3 point loss seems very, very likely.
I can't trust Temple enough to. I always feel like there's going to be something shady going on with Temple. Ever since the scandal.
6.5 now.
Yep.
I have 8.5. I'm fucked.
You're screwed.
So we're all on Temple. Next up here, let's go to the Barn. Best arena in college basketball.
I hear that's a really hard place to play.
Michigan, Minnesota. I'm all over Minnesota here. Minnesota has not won a Big Ten game yet. We see teams that are undefeated go through the motions. Sparty last night, Maryland the other night. Laying big numbers on the road all over Minnesota. Boy, I hope. I would love to sprinkle the money line, but I don't know if Minnesota can actually win the game. But I think that they keep it close, but Michigan makes enough plays and wins by 5 or 6.
These Big Ten games are so gross this year.
Big Ten sucks.
It really does.
By the way, how did Washington not cover, Cap? What a ridiculous non-cover for us last year.
My favorite was I think they scored 58 points as a team, and Osberg had 28 of them.
Oh.
The other 4 guys could only manage 30 points. Come on.
They were up by 10 at halftime, and they lost by 15. How? How is that even possible?
Fell asleep in the second. Just came out, took a nap in the second half while Purdue continued to play. The Big Ten is the poverty, the poverty conference among the majors this year.
Is ACC major?
You see, ACC is always so top heavy. I don't feel that the top half of the Big Ten is as good as the top half of the ACC.
I don't even know what the top half is. It's Duke, and then everybody else sucks.
Duke and North Carolina. Yeah, Duke and North Carolina is mid.
Yeah, Carolina's not bad.
They're not bad, but either way, the top of the Big Ten is who? Michigan State.
Michigan, Purdue's good. Oregon's not bad. I'm trying to think who else is at the top. Illinois.
Oh, Illinois.
Yeah.
Whiskey's not bad this year.
Wisconsin's not bad. Those are probably the top 6. Indiana. Just kidding.
No. Iowa's pretty mid too. Shout out to Rob Donaldson.
They got about 6 teams. The rest of them are just boring as hell to watch.
Agree.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say in this Minnesota Michigan game, I like plus 5.5 Minnesota first half line.
I'm all on it. Making sure my dog doesn't lose its shit.
I don't know if I want to say they're going to keep it within the 10.5, but I don't feel that confident. Maybe Michigan pulls away at the end and makes a couple of free throws or something, but I do think that they hang in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I actually think the opposite, where I think Michigan's going to come out in boat race and they're going to get back into it and give us a sweaty cover.
They just seem like TV DBJ is saying, it seems like Minnesota runs out of gas with 9 minutes left in the second half on a regular basis.
Yeah. All right. I'm running on Minnesota, but I'm not going to do the first half in this one.
Sword's been in the sheath for 2 weeks. It's time to fucking pull it back out.
I don't know if that's a sharp one yet. We'll get there. I'll let you know when we see it.
The other Big Ten game, I guess I'll kind of knock it out by league. The other Big Ten game is Maryland at Northwestern. I think this line has come up because of injuries with, lines up to 2 for Maryland. The other one is, who is it? It's Rutgers at Nebraska. I'm on both home teams here. Give me Nebraska. Give me Northwestern. Nebraska's going to kill Rutgers. Rutgers sucks. They got their one pop-up win at home. They're not very good.
Nebraska laying 8.5.
Yeah, they're kind of machines at home, though.
Play it.
Nobody's on Rutgers, though. All right. Give me Rutgers plus the 8.5. I'll be contrarian capper tonight. I don't trust Nebraska ever. And
I do in that building.
How lit is it going to be though in January?
Oh, it's going to be lit. It's always lit in Nebraska.
All right. I'm contrarian. You talk me out. out of UNLV last night. I'm sticking with Rutgers. I'm playing with my gut here. I'm contrarian capper in this one.
That damn Utah State collapse. That was ridiculous.
That was so bad.
That late window was such bullshit.
It was, yeah. And, Oklahoma, like teasing like they were going to come back and then just completely falling apart all over themselves.
Oklahoma's a clown show.
So was Texas.
Yeah,
What do you want in these Big Ten games?
I was actually going to lay it with Maryland just because of the injury problems with Northwestern, but I do like laying the 8.5 with Nebraska at home. Lincoln, not really known for having a bunch of chicks with huge tits and racks, so can't even get like the traveling rack play for Rutgers here. So I'll lay it with both of the favorites here.
Conference USA. This is going to be a fun night in this league. I'm looking forward to it. This is always a good night in this league. Should be noted, this is a heavy home team league. First up, New Mexico State undefeated, going to FIU, the airport. Interesting game. UTEP at Liberty late in the night. The other one, Louisiana Tech at Jack State. And we also got Sam Houston going to Kennesaw. I took 3 out of 4 at home. The only road team I took, I think UTEP, is Chippy, coming off the blowout loss at the Flamin' Libs. I like FIU. I think they're going to win outright at New Mexico State. I think Jack State is going to beat La Tech in Jacksonville. They play well at home. And I like Kennesaw over Sam Houston. Kennesaw's been good at home as well. Cap, any Conference USA games you want to spotlight?
Yeah, La Tech. I'll one last time I'll take them on the road. After this, no more. I think Jacksonville State is I just think it's a really mid-conference USA team. I really like this Louisiana Tech team. They got athletes. I like this team. Co-sign on the UTEP play though. I love that. Getting 8 on the road at the Flamin' Libs. Yep. Tink. Those Miners are going to chip away at that lead. I think UTEP might even be live in the money line for that one. So that's when we might have to throw that in the parlay tonight. And the FIU, I took FIU in the money line. I think they're going to win outright. I think last night it was 2. It's going up to 3. I still like it either way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get behind Jacksonville State. I also don't know if I can get behind Louisiana Tech. I think that one might just be a watch the game. For me, I definitely will lay it with Kennesaw State at home. I think Florida International will probably cover that 3.5. But I'm definitely playing the Tink Miners on the money line here. It just, I don't know. It feels like a game that they'll get up for on the road, and they're kind of getting disrespected here. I feel like they might sneak this one out.
I can see it too. Sam Houston, I would love to bet Sam Houston as a dog, but I cannot trust them. About an up and down team.
I think they flipped. No, Kennesaw's favored. Yeah, so
yeah,
Kennesaw's not bad. Another fun night in the ASUN coming up. We got North Alabama at Jacksonville. We got EKU at Austin Peay. We got Queens, undefeated Queens at Stetson. We got Central Arkansas at North Florida. West Georgia at Gulf Coast. We already talked about that. West Georgia money line, and then Bellarmine money line. Let's go. So out of the 7:00 games here, which one pops your eye? I think I'm gonna be a square and lay it with Eastern Kentucky and Queens on the road, and then actually I like another road team. I like North Alabama to beat Jacksonville tonight, who's won 3. Battle of 3-1 teams in this league. I like North Alabama here. I think they're better. I like those guards.
Yeah, Jacksonville. They were the early season darling, knocking off some of the major teams. Were they not?
Yeah. Jackson. Well, actually, there's been a couple teams: Jacksonville and North Florida.
Yeah, North Florida. That's the other one I was thinking of. I got a cosign on a lot of the road teams in this slate. I think the road teams are the better, have the better rosters in a lot of these games. I feel like the only one. Central Arkansas getting 11 at North Florida. It's dirty, but I want to take Central Arkansas. Give me the Bears plus 11.5.
Why is Queens only favored by 4.5?
We were taught. We broke this one down last night. We think we think that they just haven't caught up to Queens yet. They don't think Queens is that good, but I think I picked Queens in the top 4 in the preseason. Me and Beanick had a nice little argument on this one or debate on this one. I'm liking where I'm at with my Queens pick.
It's a good team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stetson's terrible too this year.
That they are. All right, let's go over to where's the one league that's got a lot of Sunbelt. Sunbelt's got a lot of games here tonight. We got Marshall at JMU. They just played like 5 minutes ago last week when Marshall beat them at the very end on free throws. App State at ODU. Georgia Southern at Coastal Carolina. Don't bet that one. And Louisiana at Arkansas State. The two ones I got the 2 Virginia schools circled here. I'm laying it with JMU rematch. I think they're better than Marshall. Marshall sucks on the road, and I'm fading App State when they hit the road here. I'm going to take the Monarchs, who are red hot under Mike Jones here. So yeah, give me JMU and ODU, a little Virginia parlay if you want to get down on that.
It's nice. Okay.
Yeah, that JMU line seems very telling for Marshall to have beat them, and then they're still laying 8.5.
That line opened. I think it opened at like 5 last night. It's since it's swept like 7.5 and 8.
8.5. I'm seeing 7.
I thought it opened at 5 last night. I remember seeing
it. It did. I'm not seeing it. Who said 9? What book has it 9? That's a lot of points.
There's a lot of points.
But yeah, that line is moving.
The one, okay. Don't bet Georgia Southern Coastal Carolina on the spread. Game total 141. That's awfully optimistic for those two teams. I go under. Don't watch this game. Just check the box score after it. That game's going to go under the 141. I like that. I like the under of that total a lot. A lot of these Marshall JMU. That's the only one I would like the over on. I think, but got to co-sign JMU. Marshall's trash on the road. They're going to get dog walked. I don't know what to do with Louisiana, Arkansas State. 16.5 for.
I didn't have a play on that one. I laid it on the picks page.
I don't trust Arkansas State to lay 16.5, and I don't trust Louisiana to cover 16.5.
All right, I just threw on the quad box here. We got 6:30 games. Tip it off here. New Hampshire's up 1 early on UMBC. How about that? Let's go New Hampshire. Then we got our parlay kicking off here. So we need the dogs to keep on barking. Troy, did you get out your picks?
I was gonna say I think I'm on the Old Dominion money line play here.
I agree
to get it done at home, but I am gonna lay that big number with Arkansas State. I think they score a lot of points against Louisiana.
One thing is always constant is the CAA on Thursday nights. CAA Thursday nights always deliver. Elon at Drexel. Drexel laying a short little number there. William and Mary is going to Hampton. That's a short number. Hofstra at Towson. That is the national TV game on CBS Sports Network here in a little bit. Charleston at Campbell. Northeastern at Wilmington. Monmouth at A&T. I really like Towson at home. I really like Wilmington at home. And I think I like Charleston and Monmouth. I'm pretty chalky in this league as well. I think Drexel gets it done as well.
Okay.
And Hampton.
The one I like best is Charleston laying 4 at Campbell. This Campbell team is kind of trash. I like to fade. I like to fade them. You know, it's a short line. I just think Charleston just has a better roster. I'll lay the 4 with Charleston at Campbell.
Is Drexel and Elon kind of stinky to you guys?
Very stinky, yes.
Yeah, Drexel's favored.
Yeah, I don't know what the smart move is on that one because typically I'm the guy that would just take Elon, but Drexel's favored. I'm sitting there trying to plug my nose and the stink's still getting through. I also don't think I can co-sign the Hampton. I think William and Mary might win that game by 4 or 5 possessions.
Phony team.
Yeah, but
I hate them.
Hampton also pretty phony. Bill and Larry. You got to look out for Bill and Larry.
You see that one guy tweeted me? He goes, "It's Bill and Mary. What's that?" I go, "That's their name of their fucking school."
Guillermo and Larry.
Hey, you fucking politically correct bitch. Snowflake. Cap, you got anything other than Charleston?
I kind of want to take NCA&T at home against Monmouth.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah.
on Monmouth. I tell
Straight
you,
up
Yeah.
on NCA&T, baby.
I kind of want to take them. They're getting
money
2
on
at
it.
home. Nobody's going to be on them.
Hey, Big West is going to be fire again here tonight, guys.
Big West is fire tonight.
And we got a midnight game. You got to love that. Northridge at Hawaii. That's the nightcap. Riverside at Santa Barbara. That's going to be fun. Davis at Pauley. That's always a good game. UC San Diego at Long Beach. And then Fullerton at Irvine. My favorite one is Riverside. I like Riverside in the points. I actually think I like every road team here tonight, other than Pauley. I like Pauley at home.
I can't do CSUN on the island. I'm not too sure about either.
Hawaii hasn't been as good at home lately.
They haven't been as good. Yeah, it's a very hard ticket to Hawaii.
It's like I think it neutralizes when they have to travel back. I think the travel beats them up, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I can see that. It's a surprisingly long flight between Hawaii and it's not like as close as you would think. I co-sign on the Riverside play. I love that. I kind of like. I can't bet Fullerton.
Oh, I love that one.
I can't bet. Come on,
you have to. They're off the big win.
Points.
They're off the huge win. They're getting 22, 21.
I see that 19.5.
I'm moving that thing down.
Yeah, you did. That's a stay away. I'm not betting that game.
Who knows?
Could talk me into Long Beach getting 14.5 at home. I think they might.
I like that one. I like that dog there. We got to fade Irvine and UC San Diego off the biggest game of the year for both of them.
Yeah, true. Pauley at home. I feel like when it comes to Big West, I probably lost the most money on Pauley. Every time I want to take them, they end up blowing it in some way, shape, or form. I love the way they play. I love to watch them because they play at pace, but they've been a bit of a disaster for me in terms of profitability. I'll ride one more time, but after this, they might be dead to me. Yeah, I'll go Pauley. I'll lay the 5.
That's what I said about Bellarmine today. If you can't cover 15 at home against fucking Lipscomb, I may have to retire you from my teams.
Who?
Yeah, you.
Alarming.
Cap, you've got to bet the team total for Cal Poly and not worry about what happens in the actual game.
Those white guys play fast, man. You're to your point. Like they do have an identity. Like they're gonna back cut the shit out of you, shoot a bunch of threes. They're entertaining to watch.
They are. It's a fun brand of basketball.
They play no defense.
I can definitely co-sign on the Riverside getting 6.5 against UCSB. That seems like a one possession game. I'll take those points. I'll take the Long Beach State points, even though it might be kind of retarded. And got to lay it with Hawaii just to have something, just have some skin in the game. You know, it's a 2-day bet. You got to put it in now. You got to wait all the way till tomorrow to get your results. It's, it's a grind, and I'll lay it with the Rainbow Warriors.
Totals one.
The last few days that the Rainbow Warriors will be, they're gonna have to change their name after the 20th, I think.
Total is 147 in Hawaii. I kind of like the under there. That seems way too. I mean, I've watched I've watched more Hawaii basketball than any man probably should this season. But I don't remember them ever. Like them getting to 70 is impressive. So if they're the favorite, and they get to 70, I don't think that's a good under to take there on the island.
Let's go. Shout out to the chat. I just realized there's 200 people watching this right now. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you subscribe and tell a friend. Let's keep growing this pregame show. We're running through the slate here. And we are working on some more credentials behind the scenes so that we can be more active in the chat. I'm not very good at hosting the show and displaying the chat. So
yeah, we need everybody to tweet at Sean and Ryan and Noah and tell them to give Cap
leave
and
out
I.
Ryan and Sean. Leave out Ryan and
Noah.
Sean. Everybody flood Noah Phoenix Twitter timeline right now. Say,
tell him to give
up,
admin.
jackass.
Tell him to give
up at the bar
admin privileges. We need admin privileges so I can click the chat.
Tweet at
Mac hates us peasants.
B77 _ whatever the fuck his handle is. There you go. That's the guy you want to tweet at and say, hey, come on, Beanick, let us in. Yeah. Storm that chat and let's go, baby. Get on over there and tweet at Beanick and flood his mention so that he wakes up over there. He's getting nervous. Tip off 21 minutes at the barn. Let's go Gophers. All right, next up, went through the WCC. Let's go over to the WAC. The WACky's always wacky on Thursday nights. Love the WAC. Utah Valley. Here's a wacky line. Utah Valley, Arlington, 3-0 versus 0-3 pick 'em. Gotta love it. The other game, Cal Baptist at Tarleton. Billy Gillespie playing much better. They're laying like 3 or 4 right now. Shop around. Abilene at Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon laying 13.5. Dixie State at Seattle. Seattle's laying double digits again. The books still love the Redhawks. I'm going to be on Arlington. I'm going to take the 0-3 team, basically to pick them against Utah Valley. I'm going to take Tarleton. I love the Texans with Billy Gillespie. And I'll take Grand Canyon and Seattle, laying the big numbers at home. So home team for me.
Okay.
Cap?
All right. I'll co-sign on UT Arlington. This is like their last chance with me. They had that one game where they stood up against USC, and ever since then, it's been like a lot of losing, ATS in particular. This is their last chance with me. I'll take it tonight. Cal Baptist at Tarleton. That one's a nightmare to handicap because I think Cal Baptist probably has the better roster, but Tarleton's been playing so much better in these past few weeks. It's a tough one to cap. Gun to my head, I would probably take Tarleton plus the 3, sprinkle the money line, but I could also see Cal Baptist coming out and kind of boat racing them a little bit. Abilene Christian and Grand Canyon, I have no idea what to do with that game. This is not the same Grand Canyon team as last year, but I don't think Abilene's any good either, and it's probably the toughest place to play in the WAC. I guess I'll lay the 14. I'm probably not going to bet that game. And Dixie State at the Crack House. Give me Dixie State plus the 12. I don't. Seattle sucks. That team is.
You know who else sucks? West Georgia sucks. They're down 10-0. Come on, damn it.
Hey, they got to score. No team has ever finished the game at 0 points. They're going to score.
13-0.
They're going to say, they're going to score.
They're pushing. They're pushing 4 minutes into the game, getting 13 points. So shout out to you guys, West Georgia. Good God. Troy, what do you want to do here in the wacky whack?
I'm only going to play this Tarleton State Cal Baptist game because I like Tarleton State getting the points here. I would probably lay it with Grand Canyon at like 11.5, but 14, I don't know. I think that's a classic case of the brand name getting a little more value. And I know ACU is not really anything to measure up against, but I just I can't get behind Grand Canyon right now.
It's not the same. It's getting by a name brand. It's not the same team.
A couple standalone. Actually, no, we have to cover this league as a whole. OVC.
Hell yeah! I was waiting.
Lines are hilarious.
It's the best lines wild here in the OVC because we got Edwardsville going to Nashville to take on Tennessee State. SEMO going to Tennessee Tech. Lindenwood at Southern Indiana. EIEIO at UT Martin. Western Illinois, the Leathernecks at Moorhead. The ones I like here, Southern Indiana. That's my favorite one. They're going to get it done. The Screaming Eagles snap the streak against Lindenwood. I like SEMO and I like Edwardsville. So I like the road teams for the most part. Probably like EIEIO as well. What about you, Cap? What do you got circled?
I circled Tennessee Tech at home. They're laying 1.5. They're going to cover that at home. Screw this SEMO. I can't stand SEMO. They burned me a couple of times. And I co-signed Southern Indiana.
Did you take them against Little Rock on Tuesday?
Did I take them against Little Rock on SEMO?
Yeah.
Did not. I don't remember what happened in that game.
They lost outright. I didn't know if you were having recency bias against them.
I cannot. I'd have to check. I vaguely remember this, but I did not take. I don't think I took SEMO in that game. I think I stayed away. I cannot stand SEMO. It's a tough program to cap this year. Give me Tennessee Tech and give me Southern Indiana. I'm going to put those two together on the money line and get up plus 240.
Troy?
I mean, I like the Tennessee Tech play. Only 1.5 at home is very, very doable. I actually like laying 8.5 with Moorhead against Western Illinois too. I think Moorhead might. Yeah, I mean, everybody loves Moorhead, so I can always get behind that. Southern Indiana is so telling. Like, why are they favored by 1.5? You almost have to lay that, right?
Yes.
It's crazy. And that's the max special, the 1-5 in conference team ready to just fucking take them down.
Love it.
Behind that.
Oh, fuck you, Lindenwood. You're going down tonight. Even though they retweeted me the other day. So, sorry. I buttered you up. Now you're going to go down to my Screaming Eagles. Keeping this train moving along. Big South night was last night. But they got a good Big South game here. High Point going to Longwood. Farmville going on about an hour for me. Man, I should have went to this game. The more I thought about it.
Bullshit out of here.
Yeah.
No, for real, that's my favorite play.
Yeah,
High Point's so fraudulent.
I love Longwood outright.
I'm on the same side as Mac.
Physicality.
You guys like Longwood, haha.
Yeah, Longwood and Moorhead.
I like getting High Point. Yeah, I was gonna lay the 4.5 with High Point. I really, really like that. I know they're kind of fraudulent, but this might be the best game of the night.
Best game of the night.
No, I mean,
I think that Rivers.
I don't know about best game of the night, but I do love the game. Like on KenPom, for example, it's a top 10 game of the night.
Believe it.
Just scanning the board real quick. Any games that we didn't do the WCC this league. This league is freaking hilarious. Wazoo at San Diego. God, I'm not betting this game. I'm not betting on another San Diego game. Pacific at Portland. That game's hilarious. San Fran at Pepperdine. That line reeks. Santa Clara at Loyola Marymount, and then Gonzaga at Oregon State. National TV, 11 o'clock game. CBS Sports Network. I have two dogs here. Pepperdine and Loyola Marymount, and the Zags are one of my favorite plays of the day. I think Oregon State's phony. I think every time the Zags get in like a national TV spotlight game in their league, they get up and drill these teams. I think it's a get up for the Zags tonight.
I could see that. I could see that game script. I kind of like this Oregon State roster. They got a few interesting. I mean, it looks like honestly, it looks like a Pac-12 basketball team that like died in a plane crash and then got like sewn back together, but sewn back together like slightly wrong. Like they have pieces that look like they fit at one point, but don't necessarily fit on now. So the Frankenstein team is what I call it. It's just kind of like put back together wrong. I'll lay it with Gonzaga in that spot. I love Pacific. They've got three guys and nobody else, and as long as those three guys are producing, they're awesome. So I'll take Pacific. Go, getting the 2.5. Give me my Tiger. Give me my Tigers. Santa Clara at Loyola. I can't stand the Santa Clara team.
They're so up and down. So is San Fran though.
Yeah.
San Fran is phony when they're away from home.
Big time. I'll take Loyola Marymount getting the 4.5. I'll take Pepperdine getting the 7.5. Get up from Malibu. Come on, you got to support the area. They're gonna let the community rally around this Pepperdine team against San Francisco. Let's go.
Nobody likes the Moneyline Max special. Portland laying 2.5, 0-5 in the conference.
Oh yeah, I took them. I took Portland. I forgot to add them. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on Pacific. Give me my three guys. 3 against 5. Let's go.
I like the Gonzaga. I'm not scared like Mac is. I'm gonna lay the 12.5 with Washington State.
You're probably on the right side.
Yeah, you might be.
Paul Bucher was asking about America East. He just wants me to say I'm laying it with Vermont because that's the only game really going on in that league. Brian and Albany already tipped. UMB and New Hampshire already tipped, and Maine already beat NJIT. So yeah, I laid it with Vermont. I don't care what the number is now.
You got to lay it with Vermont. It's way too cold to play golf right now, and the golf course is closed. So lay it with Vermont.
Yep. What are we missing? We're missing one league. Summit action. Okay. Thank God, fucking Noah Beanick's phony Denver Pioneers. Oh. What do you got? Summit and Big Sky is what we're missing.
Yeah. No, Summit. I was a lot of Dakota's playing tonight. I'm kind of excited by it.
Yeah. So real quick, Summit, UMKC. That spot I like against North Dakota State as a dog. Oral Roberts at South Dakota. North Dakota at South Dakota State. The only one I really like is UMKC getting the points on the road. They're chippy.
You could probably you could probably talk me into South Dakota laying the 7.5 against Oral Bob. I can't stand Oral Bob.
I thought about that, but I don't know. They've covered like every game. Are the South Dakotas due to kind of just win by like 3 or 4 tonight?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Should we just roll with all the Dakotas?
We can't.
Down.
Two of them are playing each other.
Yeah, you could put a money line parlay of North Dakota State, South Dakota, and South Dakota State if anybody wants to play money line parlay.
Dakotas.
Yeah.
Super chalk.
Yeah.
Mega chalk.
Which one
That's
loses
minus 128.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
That's funny. No thanks.
Throw Gonzaga in there. Big Sky action. Maybe you could throw Northern Colorado or whatever in there. Portland State going to Northern Colorado. Sac State's going to be live tonight. I'm calling it at Northern Arizona. Portland State at Northern Colorado. Already talked about that. Montana State at Idaho State. And the Grizz at Weber. I took both Montanas tonight on the road.
Who the fuck are Northern Arizona to be laying 8 points?
Crazy. I thought the same thing.
Have they not has nobody watched these games? I know Sacramento State isn't any good, but that line makes no sense to me. Bet Sacramento State. That Northern Arizona is not going to cover that number. I do like them. I kind of like Weber.
Yeah, I like laying it with Weber State here.
You guys.
I know.
You guys are going to be kicking rocks over it with that Ponzi scheme team. They freaking always lead, and then all of a sudden, last 10 minutes, boom, it's gone. The Temple of the West.
Sac State is pretty bad.
Oh, I'm all over Sac State. Bring them on the money line.
So's Northern Arizona.
It's Northern Arizona to be like just because they're at
8.8.
It's a lot.
Get out of here. Anything else on that slate? I like Montana outright. I like Montana State outright. Both short road dogs. I think they're chippy here on a nice Thursday evening.
I think Montana State is the right side. I don't know. So Weber State gets some weird home magic. It's weird.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, I could see them winning by 20.
I'll hand it to you guys. Top 3. We'll do top 3. Shit. Last night I did Vermont, JMU, Arlington, Southern Indiana, Gonzaga. Let me take 2 out.
Okay.
Vermont's in there. Vermont's going to be 1.
That's one of my favorite plays too.
You want like my sorry.
And I love Southern Indiana. My Screaming Eagles.
Okay.
Lindenwood.
The games I like best, Riverside plus the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for some reason, we didn't talk about St. Peter's. St. Peter's money.
I don't do MAAC on Thursdays.
Sorry. I apologize. I forgot.
I'm boycotting. I will not watch 1 minute of that trash-ass conference that wants to be a part of this Thursday mega slate. You lost me. I'm out. They lost my viewership. I have covered them more than any other person in the college basketball social media, and they lost me tonight. I'm out.
Okay. You were so mad last night.
I'm so pissed off.
The look on your face last night was hysterical. It's like, what is the MMAC doing here?
What game was it? It was the first game on the slate. I think it was Mount St. Mary's. Who's the Mount playing?
Well, that's my favorite play.
Yeah, they were playing
laying
Ryder.
1.5. Ryder.
Wait, time out. What? This game is on the wrong day. This has to be on Friday. This is a typo. And then I go, no. Why is Niagara Fairfield? No. Why is Canisius Iona? Siena Sacred Heart. Fuck all those schools. I'm out.
Fair enough.
Great.
Lost a loyal fan. Moneyline Mac out on the MAAAC.
UCR plus 6.5 and Towson -5 are my two favorites.
Yeah, and I think I like Temple plus the points. I'm definitely laying 1.5 with Mount St. Mary's at Ryder. The Mount's for real. I trust the Mount, and I won't let Mac shit on the MAAAC. It's literally in your name, Mac. You have to like it.
Nope.
Sorry.
I'm a Maction guy. They put
so offended last night.
Fridays. Back to Maction.
I do like Vermont laying the 11.5 it is right now or something.
Oh yeah, system.
Yeah.
High Point -4.5. I like that one too. You'll never scare me away.
All right. You want Grand Canyon as well? all the hype teams. Grand Canyon,
all the hype teams.
Point in Vermont.
Yeah, let's do it. Be super public.
That is square ass sides. All right. By the way, update on our parlay. Albany's down 2, so they're in it. Stony Brook down 1. Bellarmine down 2. West Georgia down 20.
Okay.
Now I will say this is Gulf Coast. They can blow a lead in a blink of an eye. I've seen this freaking crazy ass team. They're like the Bryant Bulldogs of the South.
Okay. I did a teaser instead of.
Oh no! What'd you tease it to?
I went with the mega. So got Stony Brook plus 20.5, West Georgia plus 23, Bellarmine plus 24.5, and Albany plus 13.
So you got it. They got to keep it within 20.
Come on, West Georgia.
So West Georgia.
They're gonna backdoor this thing. I've seen this Gulf Coast team do this. This phony Gulf Coast team.
Yeah, they run out of gas.
Don't worry. This will never be in doubt. They'll lose by exactly 12. It'll be a great cover. I've seen this shit before. All right. Moneyline dog parlay. We got 4 minutes before the 7 o'clock games. Cap, favorite dog of the night.
All these dogs.
There's a lot of options.
There really are.
Riverside, right?
Yeah, plus 210, Riverside. Let's go with it.
I'll co-sign that. Plus 223. Troy, favorite dog of the night?
Favorite dog of the night? I'm not really sure. Maybe FIU against New Mexico State?
All right.
Okay.
At the airport?
I like how you say you really pronounce every letter in airport. I'm impressed.
You want some fucking Philly voodoo? Temple plus 260.
Temple?
I knew you were going to do that.
26-1. Riverside. FIU and the Temple Owls, baby. Get on over there and get down on some action. 25-1, baby. Just place that over at mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. ODU was a good one. I agree with that, Peter. All right, guys. Good show. We'll be back later tonight to talk about 5 games on Friday because the MAAC is a bunch of filthy trash individuals and remove themselves from what has made that league watchable. Friday night MAAC. I looked like there's nothing on tomorrow night now.
Do we not get any NEC games?
I think the
did they ban?
Oh yeah,
Did they ban us too?
No.
Actually, this is a nice little slate.
Gonna have to make a graphic of Mac versus the Mac.
Where is the NEC?
Head-to-head.
Why isn't the NEC playing?
That's a good question. The Long Island Sharks.
You know, Trump's in office on Monday. His first executive order needs to be, you're playing on Friday nights because that's what you fucking do. That's what's made these leagues great and why we watch them. Not because of the product on the floor, because it's entertainment on Friday and Sunday. So, yeah, I don't know who's making these decisions, but whoever did, you're an idiot. And you lost a fan. I won't watch the NEC this weekend either.
I kind of like the slate. It's short, I admit, but it's very short. But I think all these games are like watchable.
We do have some actually good games though on Friday. We got
Youngstown State Milwaukee is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the Horizon. They went way up in my book, baby.
Horizon's on. They're past the horizon now. They've risen above that.
Yeah,
Air Force Fresno State on the Mountain West app.
Fantastic.
Yeah, live on the Mountain West app. 0-6 in the league against 0-6 in the league. Who will Mac pick?
Air Force. No, Fresno. I love Fresno. I don't know. I gotta dive into the analytics. Whatever the analytics say, do the opposite. Always remember that, everybody. Shout out to Noah Beanick. Make sure you guys flood his mention so that we can get some credentials for Troy and Cap so that they can help me out with the chat. You guys are live and well. 200 light or watching live. Now go on over and watch all these crazy games. We'll see you in a couple hours. He is at Cannabis Capper. He's at Troy Chitting. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. See you in a couple hours. Cheers. And we are out of here.
Bet Ovi goal tonight. 22 more.
Bet DePaul tomorrow on Friday.
DePaul drag race tomorrow.